Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Fish Sans Patrol bringing you another Shogun 2 online battle. I'm playing a ranked game with a bow core this time, sort of a Naginor, not a missile core hybrid sort of thing. So I got two match like samurai. I have four bow samurai. I have a main line of Naginatas. I got five of them, yeah, and four Yari Ashigaru, along with a light cavalry and two Yari cavalry. Going up against this guy, I did two battles with him. I'm going to upload the next one I did after this. He's got a pretty balanced army. He's got a lot of katana samurai and nodachis. Let's see, one katana, two nodachis, two bow monks, very strong, and a couple Naginata attendants and a front line of like bulletproof samurai, Yari Ashigaru. So a lot of different units in this guy's composition. He's got some Naginata monk cavalry and katana cavalry over here. So just a lot of different units this guy's using. Very balanced army, very cool. This guy's a silver star, 10 star. So definitely an experienced player. Always good to see. Haven't fought too many, experienced players. It tends to be more lower ranks on the ranked battles, but got a couple good ones here, so I'm going to do it. I actually got these bandits too. I was planning on using them as sort of a surprise unit to come in from behind once the battle lines are crossed and shoot them in the back, but with the cavalry deploying on that same side, it just kind of ends up not being what I wanted to do. But I'm going to move them up to the front line. They're still hidden, and I'm going to try and use them to take out some of those bows. I try to scare off his bows with my cav, and it works a little bit, but I'm going to take a couple shots. Definitely not ideal. So I'm going to try and skirmish here. He's got two bow units to my four, so I'm going to try and win this skirmish battle, but these are pretty buff bow warrior monks, 6 stars, and mine are mostly fresh. I got this one here that's a veteran, but the other three are fresh, so bow cores usually want to use those bow monks. I don't really have any good veteran bow monks, so I just use the bow samurai, because I do have a soft spot for the bow samurai, but yeah, bow monks are generally better for the bow cores, as you'll see. So my bow's doing some decent damage to his. My light cavalry is going to be distracting his Ashigaru, and actually they're both just our Ashigaru that are protecting the bows. I'm just going to try and run around and see what I can do to maybe get behind him. My bandits have started shooting into his bows. Going to release the fire arrow volley early. Just try and get these bow monks off the field so I can maybe out skirmish him. As he doesn't have too many cavalry, just those two we saw on the side. So I just really want to win the bow game. I try and find a hole and manage to slip my light cavalry through into his bows. Not a good charge. They're spread out really thin, and I had to be very compact, so not going to be a very good charge. But again, these bow monks are down to 35 guys. This bow monk's down to 32, so I'm doing a pretty good job here on the skirmishing, but he has pretty much wiped out my veteran bow. Yeah, there they go. They routed. So my bow samurai off the field. My light cavalry doing a very admirable job, though. Still have 27 men left in that unit. They're just running around in the enemy's missile units. My bandits are coming out as well. He's going to call me on that pretty soon to send the cav to clean those up. So anyway, we're just going to start reforming, but then I don't even see the mounted gunners coming from the side and get a nice shot into my bow samurai. So I'm going to pull my bows back and try and just put them in a position to fire on the enemy as the melee lines start to close. But ouch, another line. Look at that range. Just shooting into my guys. I really hate that. I'm going to be moving out soon. We gotta go my bandits to the Naginata Monk Cavalry. In fact, these are rank 9 Naginata Monk Cavalry, so ouch. Going to be very strong, and they have a very strong bonus against cavalry as well. So 13 in bonus. So I'm just going to try and position as well as I can, get my matchlocks out front. Unfortunately, I'm just so bad at micro ranged units. They're going to go way too far up, and by the time they even get in position, they're just going to be right there for the Yari Ashigaru to come in. They're just not going to get anything. The mounted gunners just tearing them apart. They are rank 5 mounted gunners, so going to be doing some very serious damage. Meanwhile, the cav, I'm just going to try and stop him with my cavalry until I get some Yari Ashigaru over here. And here's where I kind of just got a lot of bad micro. Managed to get him into spear wall, and thankfully his attack isn't terribly coordinated, so it's not a very good charge here on the front line. I do get a shot off with this matchlock samurai, but again, just forgetting where my units are and not doing very well, but we'll see some wavering along his front line. The Nodachi's, again, not getting a very good charge. My matchlock's going to be able to retreat. But he's got cav over here threatening. I'm going to start moving my cav as well, because if I could just try and roll this guy up and get him nice and compact, I think my superior numbers will be able to do the trick here. Again, his bows are basically done for. They're down to 16 and 23 men, so taking the charge there. The Nodachi's definitely going to win that one against my Yari Ashigaru. I thought they were Naginata Samurai, but bad micro on my part. His Nagi Monk Cavalry is going to manage to get through my spears over here and into my matchlocks, but things look pretty good for me. More cavalry spilling down from the hills as my Yari Cavalry tries to get around. Fortunately, my downfall in this battle was I don't have those strong melee units like those katanas and the Nodachis, so I really have to use my cav and my bows to try and win this battle, and it's not really going to work for me too well. He's going to go into stand and fight. I'm going to try and kill his general, but man, I just have terrible luck killing leadership generals. I just never seem to do it. I'll get good charges up, look down to 22 men in that charge, send the Naginata Samurai into him, and just try and kill the general, maybe cause that shock that I really need to win this battle. We'll see some wavering on my right side from the cavalry, but still looking okay for me. My bows are in a pretty decent position to be shooting. Amount of gunners getting taken out down to 20 men, so his rage units are really torn up. But again, my cavalry's all locked down. I don't have very many. I just got the 3 units, trying to count on my bows to win this one. Unfortunately, and my matchlocks as well, but I just did not get the initial matchlock volley I needed, and the bows are just not going to be able to do too much. Again, I'm trying to order my units, and they just keep messing around and repositioning for 10 minutes, and I'm so bad with ranged units. The katanas and nodachis over here are going to cut through this side, and unfortunately I'm just like out of melee units on this side, and they're going to go right into my bow samurai. So just trying to get some last minute charges off into his general down to 15 men, and I just cannot ever kill these leadership generals. Really frustrating. His bows are going to be moving up as well, just trying to contain, and he's going to have a slight melee advantage here along with the cavalry unit that's pretty much running free at this point, the katana cavalry, and he's going to be able to get through that hole and get into the rear. And then my general dies against the leadership general, so yeah. There's the luck for me, and all my units are going to start mass wavering, and I'm going to lose this one. It's pretty close. I ended up not applying my combat power very well in this one, especially that early micro with the matchlocks was really bad. I got to practice with that because I'm really bad, and I can't kill his leadership general. It's down to 9 men, just freaking sitting there, and I can't do it. But anyway, that was the first battle I did with him, and it still, I think it was a pretty decent battle on my part, not the worst. But yeah, some serious mistakes ended up costing me there, and my cavalry just can't get it done. He manages to tie me down. I just can't find a hole to get through, and his general stands fast and just refuses to die, and mine charges gallantly into death. Even though I bring that avatar bonus that gives you +2 hit points to your general, he just loves honorable death. So there we go. There's battle number 1. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you check out the next one.